So much better. Hey guys, welcome back to the Collective Movements. Today, we're gonna be learning how to do a lazy vault, also known as a lazy dash. Some people call it a thief vault. Some people say a thief vault and a lazy vault are different, but they look so similar to me that I just call them the same thing. And honestly, it doesn't necessarily matter. If you want to differentiate the two, you're more than welcome to. I treat them like the same move. To do our lazy vault, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take one hand. Let's start with our left. And I want you to swing your right leg up into the air like your safety vault. And from here, what I want you to do is take your other leg, squeeze them together in the air, and push them forward. From this point, you want to take your other hand, your opposite hand, and set it down underneath your butt. Both of your fingers should be facing forward in the direction that you are moving. After your other hand hits, I want you to push your legs together forward, squeeze your butt, and push your belly button in the direction that you would like to go, away from whatever object you are doing your lazy vault on. This way, you're not hitting your butt and you're not hitting your back on anything. That is essentially everything you need to know to do a proper lazy vault. All right, now let's break down some of these typical issues. The first typical issue is that your feet will touch the block. The second typical issue is that you're actually getting your legs caught underneath the block or on the side of the block. The third typical issue is that your second hand doesn't place down behind you or underneath your butt. The fourth typical issue is that your hips twist in a wrong way or at all. The fifth typical issue is that your hand is too far away from your center of gravity. So let's break down how to fix these. So the first issue that we're gonna fix is your feet placing down on the block. Now this one is a simple motor issue, or it could just be a strength issue. But regardless, we're gonna work on both at the same time. The drill here is to start your lazy vault and go to your butt. Now I don't want you to smash your butt onto the whatever you're doing, but you're able to lightly sit down. It is possible. I will show you in this demo right here. The idea is to just control it and plop your butt down on whatever it is without smashing yourself down. From there, you're actually going to do a dash down, which is just where you have your hands on the edge of the block and you're just gonna scoot your butt off. Easy enough. With your leg getting caught, it's sometimes because it's a muscle issue. In this case, if the block is too high or if the bench is too high or if anything like that, you can find something smaller or practice on like a curb. I used to do these all the time. The idea is just to build enough muscle while you're pushing down on that first arm to be able to swing your legs around and get that motion down with your hands behind you. So find a smaller block. That would be the best fix. The third typical issue, if you remember, I said that we have to place our hands underneath our butt, both of them after our legs pass. With our second hand not touching, this actually is no longer a lazy vault or a lazy dash. Now, the other reason why is so we can fix the hand not placing down behind you. If you know that both hands have to place underneath your butt, it's a motor issue. And what I mean by this is you're just simply not putting your hand down. It's like telling you how to raise your hand. You just do this. You just reach your hand behind you as you're going, making sure you're focusing on the whole thing. All right, and the fourth common issue that we're going to work on is actually gonna be twisting the hips. Now this drill is gonna be the exact same drill as the first drill that we did, which is putting one hand down, starting your lazy vault and going to sit, and then dashing down. The reason that we're working on this same drill is because it's really good for working on body control, keeping our belly button facing forward, turning that belly button up, and then back to forward, versus twisting them downwards or getting your legs strapped behind you. And then you are also able to move to a lower block and do the exact same thing. And the fifth common issue that we are going to fix is your hand being too far away from the center of gravity. This one's kind of a weird one because if you do a bunch of safety vaults, it's going to be instinct to reach your hand out further away than you normally would. So for this one, it's just a simple visual drill. As always, take a towel, set it down, and you're going to try to keep your butt over to that towel, and your hands are going to place down on either side of the towel. All right, so I'm trying something a little different here. What I would like you guys to work on is changing your takeoff position, in the sense of don't just be stuck in one type of like setup, you know? Do it from the floor over something. Do it from something that's on the same height. Do it from one high level to another, to like a low level. You know, change heights. And as far as rails go, the reason I turn one hand backwards and I switch grip on the rail is because I can feel the rail whether I miss or not, and still be able to save myself. I've had moments like this where like way too often I miss my hand and I completely just dig my ribs into the rail and it hurts. So I started doing it the other way, because I don't just get one point where I'm able to get my hand on. I'm able to actually feel for the whole rail, so it doesn't matter if it's on my forearm or all the way up to my hand. I just have to not miss, basically. And even if I do miss, I have a pretty good chance at saving it. So that would be my recommendation, but the proper, quote unquote, proper way to do it is to have both hands facing forward. I just don't recommend it, because if you miss, there's almost no recovery without being able to still continue the trick. So that's the way I like to do it, and I switch grip it. So it all looks fine. Don't forget to combo your lazy vault. Make a line with it. Give it a reason to be there. Don't just do a lazy vault and call it done. Do a lazy vault and something else. So if you notice, I do a palm spin, a lazy vault to a conch. You know, so give your tricks lines. Tricks love lines. They're not just for kids. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And as always, feel free to send us a video of your lazy vault to our Instagram, which is @thecollectivemovements. You guys are more than welcome to send us videos. We are happy to help. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our tutorials. We'll be releasing tutorials every Saturday at 11 a.m.